What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you for Dan's Vinyl channel, and we've got a VC contest entry, all right? So this is done by Various Vinyl, Jeff over there. And what he wants is he wants you to show 10 of your best sounding vinyl records and one of your worst, all right? So the contest is in a few days, so if you guys want to get in on this one, you better do it soon. He'll have one or two winners depending on how many entries he gets, and they're going to be receiving a $25 gift card. Now, I don't know if that's PayPal or Amazon or whatever. So, anyway, $25, that's enough for a new vinyl, isn't it? Yeah. That isn't why we do these contests. I like to get involved in the community, and I like talking about my records, especially the really good sounding ones. So, let's get this sucker started, and we'll try to blow through 10 of my best sounding records. I had another 20 or 30 that I could have brought in here. All right, but anyway, here we go. You guys know I'm a Cult fan. The Cult's Hidden City. This came out in 2016, and let me tell you something. If you guys are wondering if this is a good record, take it from a Cult fan. This is a fantastic record. Billy Duffy at top of his game. Ian Astbury sounds awesome. He's getting a little hoarse in his, but the dude's, he's aging. We all age, and our bodies change, but his voice sounds absolutely phenomenal. This was produced by Bob Rock. It's a great sounding record. It's a 45 speed, so it's a half speed master on this. I'm guessing, and it's just got this really cool gatefold, and it's just very artful. I love the artwork on it. The Cult's Hidden City. Check it out. All right, second record. I was 15 when this came out. Me and my friend Keith, we went to St. Louis and bought it as soon as it came out. Bought the tape. Why did I buy tapes? I bought tapes because I could take them around with me. Real easy. Walkmans. Metallica's Black Album. This is the reissue on Blackened. It sounds great. This is more of a how the album sounds, not necessarily the vinyl, although the vinyl sounds great on here. This is more of like, I just love the way this record sounds. The scoop mids on the guitars. Through the Never sounds just as great today as it did, however many, 28 years ago. My gosh. Just getting old, guys. But Sad But True, Holier Than Thou, all these songs, they just sound so good on this record. Metallica's Black Album. All right. You guys know I'm a Genesis fan. There's this 2016 re-release of We Can't Dance, European release. It says Netherlands on it, and this sounds so great. I love the way it sounds. It's very substantial as well. It's very well built. A couple of 180-gram records in there. I don't know. The 180-gram thing doesn't. I haven't noticed that much. I haven't noticed a difference. I mean, I have some really super thin, those like Dynaflex records that sound good too. So I'm not sure if that's really an audiophile thing or not. I'm not an audiophile. I do enjoy a good sounding record though, and this is one of them. Genesis, We Can't Dance. All right, this is one of your dollar bin finds, one of your $5 bin finds, one of your $3, $2. Minute Works, business as usual. Man, you guys know, probably everybody's got this record, and it sounds amazing. What a great sounding record. And what a great record, period. I mean, it's, if you haven't listened to this one in a while, bust it out. It's just a great album. It's not just Down Under and Who Can It Be Now that's good on this record. I mean, pretty much the whole thing is really good. Men at Work, business as usual, and it sounds great. All right, Phil Collins is going to make another appearance here. No Jacket Required. Now, this album just has that punch, that 80s punch. I can't describe it. It's a punchy record. It's dynamic as can be. It's alive. The mix on this is living. It sounds so good. Susudio, just, when the drums and the horns kick in. I mean, just, so punchy, so good sounding. Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. All right, I just showed this one, but I'm going to show it again because one of my best sounding records. Everclear's Sparkle and Fade, Intervention Records did this. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. They brought this album. They made it sound. I'm hearing stuff on this record that I never heard on the CD. It's so deep and it's so dynamic, and they did this record with just some great. They treated this with respect. Intervention Records. So, if you guys are interested in this, it's out of print. It's probably not going to be in print again. So I would check out. There's a site called Elusive Disc. They have copies of this left over at the $35 price tag. It's a bit expensive. It's more than I like to spend for a record, but this one just means so much to me that it was totally worth it. So Everclear Sparkle and Fade, great sounding vinyl. All right, man. Got to have the king, right? Music on vinyl. Have they ever let you down? They've never let me down. I don't know. This record sounds awesome. I was really skeptical about how this would sound, so I really was I was holding off. I was like, I'm going to find an original press of this. But when I got this one, it sounds so good. I don't think I need an original press. I mean, it would be nice to have. If I see it cheap, I'll get it, but not really needed. This is a great sounding record. King Diamond's second full-length studio album, Abigail. It's a story. It's King Diamond at the top of his game with, them, Abigail, them, and Conspiracy. In my opinion, this is the creme de la creme of the King's career. All right. I even like some of his newer stuff, but this and them and Conspiracy, just oh man. Amazing sounding, great stuff. Check out the King there. Look at that guy. Yeah. All right. I know. A lot of people don't like him. They think he's silly. I don't. This next album, 20th anniversary. I think I just showed this in a recent video too, but this one sounds great. It's Nirvana's Bleach. Sub Pop redid this, and they did it a lot of justice. This thing is phenomenal sounding. There's a live disc on here I haven't listened to. But when that bass hits on Blue, or on the beginning of Blue, and then the band comes in, I mean, it just hammers you. It sounds so good. I know that in the liner notes, they said that this album was recorded for $600, and it sounds great for a $600 recording. I'm telling you, man. I mean, there's no way. Anyway, Nirvana's Bleach sounds awesome. 20th anniversary. All right, this next one. I love this. This is, my wife will surprise me from time to time with the things that she likes, and she's like, have you heard that song by Bauhaus called Bela Lugosi's Dead? I really like that record. And I'm like, what? You like Bela Lugosi's Dead? That's like the Freebird for goths, That's what they say anyway. Anyway, this sounds great. I saw some negative reviews on, it's compressed and no, it sounds great to me. Bauhaus's Bela Sessions, Bela Lugosi's Dead. Song sounds great. There's nothing wrong with the press as far as I can see. I think it sounds good. The production on this wasn't the greatest. It was done very cheaply. All right, and last but certainly not least, one of my favorite albums by one of my favorite bands. This is probably my favorite album by Pearl Jam. It's Vitalogy. This sounds great. This is the repress. This is not the original, but it sounds really good. It's 2 LPs, and this album was originally recorded, I believe, to be played on vinyl. And there's a song in here called Spin the Black Circle. It's kind of like Eddie Vedder's love song to vinyl, and it just sounds really, really good. So if you're worried about this, don't be. Vitalogy, a lot of great songs on here. Better Man is on here, but to me, Better Man is the worst song on this record. When you've got stuff like, Nothing Man and Corduroy and Not For You and Immortality. Oh, man. Just fantastic stuff. Vitalogy. It sounds so awesome. All right, so that'll do it for the 10 of my best-sounding records, in my opinion. And it might be that I just really like those records, and I'll deal with it. But that may not be the case, guys, because there's an exception here. This is one of my favorite records. This record I'm about to show you is one of my top 5 favorite albums. This is a desert island album, okay? This is this is just I bought this when I was like 12 or 13, and the story and the production and Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime. This is the reissue that came out, and I think it was 2008, and it sounds terrible. It's a lousy press. This is a Capitol record, and Capitol normally does good on their pressings. They did crap on this. It sounds awful to me. I've listened to the CD so many times. I've listened to the tape so many times, and this is just muffled. It's low volume. It just does not do it justice. I only listened to this like a couple of times, and that's when I absolutely like have to take a listen, you know. But I would rather just play the CD until you get an original pressing. Now, there was a pressing that came out a few years back, and maybe one of you guys have it. I think it was a red-colored one, and it was a 2LP. So I don't know how that one sounds, and it's on my want list on Discogs. I never see that one, and it's probably just like a UK pressing or something. But anyway, Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime. I don't have an original copy of this. I'm looking for one, but they say the 88 pressing's a lot better. But just, man, you guys, they need to do this album justice. So anyway, Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime, one of my all-time favorite records, but one of my all-time most aggravating presses that I've bought. So anyway, little there for you. All right. So cool. That's it. Yeah, that'll do it. So check out Jeff's channel. I'll link the video below for the contest entry, and I've got to work on. I got some new metal and stuff, so I'm going to be working on that. Some metal and rock and surprise or two in there. So anyway, I'm going to be working on that video. You guys keep digging them rekkids, all right? And you guys have a great, safe Memorial Day weekend. Peace out. Talk to you later.